Hi guys, everyone, that's Tina, and today's my video number 2. In this video I'm going to share with you 5 resources that helped me to prepare for the exam. And before discovering these 5 resources and coming up with understanding that this was really the most useful material, I have spent so much time and stress and sometimes money on some other crappy material and stuff that was not really similar as TOEFL, or just full of grammatical mistakes, or just create a lot of confusion in my head. I know the information out there, and especially people that are trying to sell you something, it can be just overwhelming. It's just crazy. It's just like buy. And some of them, they just like what they're doing, they're just kind of like going to ETS website, copying everything, and then creating the website and charging like twice more money or half of the money, and they're just trying to make the money, not because they're trying to bring some knowledge to you or something valuable to you. So I'm not being sponsored, nobody's paying me for that. I'm just being really very nice, and I wish there was somebody like me who would recommend me and tell me, hey, this is 5 resources, you don't need to go to any other website, pay anybody else, that's all you need and that's enough. Doesn't matter if you're starting from 40 points and you're aiming for 100, or you starting from 90 points and you're aiming for 110. All these resources, I think they are great and more than enough. Of course, if your English in general is not good, then you just need to hire maybe a tutor or just study English and work on your grammar, whatever is your problem. Thing number 1. Website number 1, official ETS website where you can try the full test. You're paying, I can't remember how much they're charging, it's not cheap. I think it's like maybe $30 or more to take the full exam with all 4 versions, and you're going to get a score. And this score is really very realistic of what you're going to get on the actual exam. My score 5 days before the exam, when I took the practice test on the ETS website, was 103, and on the actual day of the exam I scored 102. So it's really very real. Like the score you get from the ETS practice questions, they send it, I think it's computer program algorithm that scores you. They send it to you in a couple of days. It's very realistic. It's very real. It's probably very much likely this is what you're going to get on your exam. And also look at the link, because it can be really very confusing. You can't really find there's a different login you need to create in order to get access to this ETS website where you can buy their practice test. And also I would later I'll explain why. Just buy the full test, try it 1, 2, or 3 times. I would recommend to try it 3 times. First time when you're just starting to prepare for TOEFL and you just need to understand where you're struggling, what are your weak points, to have an idea what is the exam, what you're going to be dealing with. On the second one, when you have like 1 month left before the actual exam, and third time 5 days before the exam. So that's what I would recommend, to take it 3 times. Don't take like parts, don't take like only reading, don't buy it, it's just a waste of time. If you want to do it, just buy only full tests. Thing number 2, the website called Memrise, also on the link down under the video. It's actually my tutor recommended me this website because we figured out that I had problems with vocabulary, in specific vocabulary for TOEFL, and sometimes I just would score low in reading because I just couldn't understand the words, and I needed to somehow learn all those words, remember them, and at least being able to understand what those words mean. Maybe not memorize, but understand. So this website, Memrise, is really great tool. It's a great tool. It's free. You don't even need to buy this membership. I did buy it. I think it was at that time it was $30 for a year of annual membership, and I didn't even use it at all. But I felt good because this website helped me so much, and I felt good about sending $30 to those people who created this amazing website, because it helped me so much. I learned within a month, not learned, but was able to, and I did encounter with many of those words that I learned from Memrise. I learned a lot, maybe like at least 600 words in a month, because I started doing Memrise only on the 2nd month of my preparation. So in Memrise, you can just put in search TOEFL vocabulary, TOEFL words, and there's a lot. There's not that many cases, but in each case, I think there's like 500 words. And you also can create yours, but I would recommend doing that because it's very time-taking and it can get confusing. Just take all those that are already created there. Great website. You don't need to purchase any extra membership. It's not necessary. Thing number 3. So this is a great website. Also, my tutor told me about it. No, not my tutor told me about it. I found it myself. I can't remember where. honestly. So it's a Chinese website. So all you need to do is use the Google Translate so that you can figure out how to log in, because all these paragraphs, even if you can end up clicking and not finding what you need. It's called www.whocom, and they, I think, have not only TOEFL sample tasks, but I'm going to post the link. You're going to find the link here too, because it can be a little bit confusing trying to find specifically tests for TOEFL specifically. All those tests are the same, so this I think probably nobody will tell you. The tests there are the same. The readings and the TOEFL questions, speaking, all of it is the same as if you would go and buy the book from the official ETS website. So don't waste any money on buying the book or extra readings. That's what I'm telling you. Don't buy any readings, don't buy any speaking sections, don't buy any listening sections extra, because on this Chinese website everything is the same as in the very last, in all the books that ETS has issued, or the new version that they're selling. It's all free. Like, it's amazing. This website is cool. Check it out. You can even, what I really liked it, that you can record your voice and then listen it back, and it even gives you samples of what would be the ideal response. Except I think, I can't remember if it has TOEFL samples writings. Probably not, but everything is free. It's great. I think I've taken all of those readings, and I would say the only thing is that readings on the real TOEFL exam were still a little bit more complicated, but those readings that they have is the same stuff that you would buy from ETC for your earned money. So it's all free. So the website number 4, it's called Toefl. I would say watch their YouTube videos. They have a pretty good material, and I've taken, I think, two tutor classes with one of their tutors. I really liked it. The guy was very knowledgeable, and at that time was relatively inexpensive. It was, I think, $50 for an hour, or even cheaper. And he gave me a bunch of good tips, and like, I really actually enjoyed the tutor. I think that tutor was really good. I didn't take more time with him because I realized that all I need is really to put myself time and effort into that. But the website is not bad. Their YouTube videos, I would recommend to watch them. Buying readings from them and actually buying the membership that they're selling on their website, I don't think it's worth the money. Just go on the Chinese website. Everything is the same. You're not gonna get anything new. This Chinese website has everything. The only thing I'd recommend from Toefl is maybe join their webinars. They're great. I tried one, really good. It was a little bit too slow for me because I was aiming to get to over 100 and score yes for 100, and I think that webinar was for people who was just trying to score 85, 90. So from Toefl, they have very good tutors, they have good webinars, and there are a lot of good YouTube videos. Buying their membership, I'm sorry, but I don't think it's worth the money, even your time at all. Website number 5. I think this website number 5, is absolutely the best. Like, if you're just starting preparing, go to this website, pay for their membership, and I guarantee you it's gonna be worth all your money. I think at the time when I bought it, it was like something like $70 for a membership. Their website, this company is absolutely amazing. The stuff that they're teaching and talking about is absolutely 100% is how it is on the exam. All their videos on YouTube are amazing. I watched all of them. They emphasize a lot on vocabulary. Also, on their dashboard of this platform is very simple, very convenient. No confusion. There are a lot of exercises that related specifically to grammar, specifically to vocabulary, specifically to articles or writings. Like, not just they have 4 sections and you can practice in each. They also have tons of sample essay writings. In fact, this is mostly where I would take my essays from to read before I go to sleep every night. I talked in the previous video. My routine was to read 1 to 3 readings every night before I go to sleep, and most of these readings I would take from that website. So, and also what I liked on that Best My Test is that you can submit writings for review. I think each review is like extra $10 or something like that, because I couldn't like every time hassle my friends to review my grammar, and just certain things like they couldn't understand what is specifically related to TOEFL. I paid a couple of times and there was super detailed response, super detailed, though it took a little while. I was really annoyed that it took like 5 days to review my readings. So this Best My TOEFL is, I'm not being paid for it, nothing. Hey Best My TOEFL, if you're watching my video, I really want to tell you that your website is absolutely amazing. It was totally worth all the money, because once I found, and by the way, the readings were very much alike like on the actual TOEFL. You'll notice that the readings on Best My Test are quite longer than on the Chinese website. Those Chinese websites are still pretty complicated, those exams, those tests, reading tests. But on Best My Test was very alike like on the actual TOEFL. You don't even need a tutor really with this website. They're really great, and all this very simple, easy to understand dashboard, absolutely great. I absolutely loved it. I wish I found it earlier, because like there was so much stuff that I like some other websites and like overly like people that were like trying to recommend, like remember this complicated templates for reading, for writing, or just talking about, I don't know, trying to sell you something that's already out there and free. As I mentioned before, taking stuff from ETC and just putting on their website. But this Best My Test, it's not what on ETC, and also what I loved about them, that there's lots of exercises that are just related to grammar problems or article problems, or helping you to speak, that are a part of these 4 parts that you're going to be encountering with on the exam. I really liked it. So that were my 5 websites that helped me to prepare, and some of them are free, some are not. I think on the last one you can, for a week, at that time when I signed up, they were giving 1 free week to test it out, try it. That was 5 things that helped me to prepare, and please post your comments if you checked those websites and you found them useful. And if you have some questions, please comment too, and I will respond to all of you. Thank you everybody, and I wish you a lot of luck on your TOEFL exam. Don't forget that it requires a lot of patience and time dedications, and always when you're studying, turn off your fucking phone, okay, because it's a very big distraction. So good luck on your TOEFL exam. Bye, Christina.